Yo, what's up everyone, this is Kaizouwar here. So my Guilty Gear Strive Season 4 has not only, been announced, because we've already had a teaser a while back, but not only it's announced, it's basically just told us every character. And a bunch of fighting game companies are doing that nowadays, like Under Night, they're basically telling you what every character is going to be in the Season Pass, or how Street Fighter 6 is telling you what every character is going to be in the Season Pass that year, that kind of thing, right? I didn't expect Guilty Gear to actually do it, and it actually kind of shocked me. So we have 4 characters for this season, and the first character is Queen Dizzy. I don't know if they're actually going to call her Queen Dizzy in game, but I think they need to call her Queen Dizzy. That would be hilarious. Dizzy is here with a brand new design. It looks sick as shit. It reminds me a lot of Kai's design, which obviously perfect fit. Love the way she looks. I've never been like a Dizzy, I'm glad that she's back, right? And she has a new design, which is actually shocking me because Disney didn't really have too many different designs, or at least any drastic designs that were playable, because she's only had her standard regular design that she had all the way back in Guilty Gear X. So still, as good tonight. It's nice to see her here, and I'm happy to have Dizzy here. So awesome. All right, next character, Venom. Look, I'll be real. I'm not a Venom fan. I don't really care for this character. I don't even hate Venom. I just find him the most whatever character, right? Venom is like at this point a legacy character, right? He will be in every Guilty Gear game. It doesn't matter, right? He wasn't in the base roster of this game, but you can't have Guilty Gear without him at this point, right? So he's here. I honestly don't care. I really wish this slot could have been for someone else. I don't even hate Venom. It's cool that he's here. I legit don't care about Venom. I'm gonna be real. Not to be mean, I'm just saying. But Venom's here. I'm cool with it. He looks cool at the very least, and that's all I really ask for. As long as he looks cool, as long as he has a cool ass new theme and he's dripping hard, that's all I really ask for. Even if I don't really think too much of the character, at least I have an incentive to maybe like the character more, because this game has done a big job for helping me like characters that I really didn't care for before, like Testament. I love Testament now, right? Or Slayer. Slayer is way cooler than he's ever been to me, and he's super cool in Strive now. So. Awesome. So here's hoping Venom does the same thing. Third character, Unika. Now Unika is introduced in Guilty Gear Strive Dual Rulers, the upcoming anime, and I'm not even shocked that she's here. It was literally obvious. There's no way in hell they would not put this character in the game, right? They announced the anime literally right before this whole season 4 reveal. Granted, they teased it before Guilty Gear had announced to be the anime, but you can't look at me now and tell me she wasn't going to be an actual playable character in the anime. In the game. There's literally no way they were going to pass that up. So I'm not shocked. But the last one shocked me though. So the final character of this season pass is not someone that we're familiar with in Guilty Gear or any other Arc System Works property at all. Instead, it is a guest character from an anime based on another game that's not even in Guilty Gear's genre, and that is Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Now, I didn't see this one coming. I don't think anyone has even seen this one coming. This Cyberpunk Edgerunners is an anime created by Studio Trigger based on Cyberpunk 2077, created by CD Projekt Red. Seeing this character Lucy here is actually a shock to me, right? Now, I have never personally watched Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I was gonna get around to it one day. I just never got to it, right? And I kind of have an incentive to do it now. But to my understanding, from what I've talked to people about, Lucy isn't a fighter in a particular sense. So it'd be super interesting to see how this character's moveset will be adapted for a fighting game. A Guilty Gear 1, no less. But I trust Guilty Gear. I trust ARCSYS Works team to actually, get this character to be a playable fighting game character, because I think it would be super interesting to see how this will work. But I'm still shocked about this. I don't know shit about Cyberpunk Edgerunners. All I know is that the ending was spoiled for me because I saw it in a meme, and I know only 3 characters. I know the main character David, I know some chick named Rebecca, and I know Lucy here. That's it. I don't know anything else about. I never played Cyberpunk. I never watched Edgerunners, so this is all new to me. But already I've been seeing a lot of discourse already. While people's like, oh, well, we don't have Jam. Oh, why isn't Ragna playable? They were basically telling oh, if we can have a guest character, why we can get one from BlazBlue? Why is Ragna not playable? And I'm gonna be real. You can't look me in the eye and tell me that. Okay, don't get me wrong. I would love for Ragna to be in the game. You can't look me in the eye and tell me I would not love a BlazBlue character to be in Guilty Gear as their first guest character. But I'm just gonna look at the facts here. Like Cyberpunk, like Edgerunners was a very high-rated anime to my understanding, right? People love the anime, right? So I feel like, okay, well, if there's someone on if there's a Arc System Works employee or Daisuke or whatever who's a fan of Cyberpunk and they can go to CG Projekt Red and maybe CG Projekt Red is a fan of Guilty Gear, maybe they have somebody high up in the team who loves Guilty Gear. That's like an easy thing right there. It's just an easy crossover. And I feel like, and I'll be real, as much as I love Ragna or Jam or whatever, I feel like those characters wouldn't pull everybody in. I feel like if they were gonna go with a guest character they had an idea to, they would pick someone like they would like want on the game. I mean, if they wanted Jam, they would have brought in Jam far earlier. Being real. Being real. They wanted Ragna. They literally could have put them in. They own, the Arc System Works owns these characters. They have to pay nothing to get Jam and Ragna into the game, right? And as much as I would love those two to be in there, it is what it is, right? I'm just like, I feel like the important thing to me about guest characters is that they have to surprise me, right? They have to be surprising inclusions, because if you're expecting a crossover character, like, okay, whatever, you know, it's not really a big thing, right? The characters have to like literally be as shocking as humanly possible to me personally. That's how I see crossover characters. Sometimes I see them like an obvious thing, like, oh, this character definitely should have been in this thing a while ago, whatever, that kind of stuff, right? But sometimes I want to be, you know, shocking. That's why when I saw Street Fighter 6 and its season pass and like its year 2 season pass and how I see Terry and Mai from Fatal Fury, it was shocking at first, but like, it kind of died down for me immediately because I was like, yeah, it's Terry and Mai. I see them everywhere, right? They get into games all the time. And it's not even, like, I'm not even surprised about that, you know? That's what I mean by a crossover that doesn't really do anything for me. Because I like Terry and Mai, but I've seen them in so many different things. This doesn't shock me. It doesn't shock me that they're together. It doesn't shock me that Mai's in Street Fighter. It doesn't shock me that Terry's here, because Terry's crossed. We've already seen these characters fight each other, right? We've already seen these characters collab and all that stuff in a bunch of different things, like SVC Chaos, Capcom vs. SNK, all that shit, right? So I'm not shocked. But with Lucy here, again, I don't know anything about Lucy, but this is a very shocking inclusion, a very surprising one from a series that I'm not familiar with for a character I don't even know anything about. A character who doesn't even fight to begin with, to my understanding. So I think this is a good inclusion. Again, I don't know shit about Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I just know it was made by Studio Trigger and it was based on Cyberpunk. That's literally it. So I'm not as triggered as everyone else is on Twitter right now, because I honestly don't care. Like, I love BlazBlue to death, and I would love, like, Rock. If they were going to take a guest character, they would pick the one they want. And, you know, again, guest characters are just, you know, a way to make money. It is what it is, right? It's a real cynical way of saying it, but it is just to make money, you know? Like, some crossovers are there for, like, you know, love and stuff like that, but other times it is to make money. And, of course, again, this could be a two-way thing. They make money. They have to make back the cost they got to get the license to use Lucy. And on top of that, maybe someone ARCSYS or Daisuke is a fan. The only thing I'm really wishing for right now is to see what she plays like and to see if Daisuke is going to make a song for her. That's pretty much it. That's all I want to see right now. I honestly don't care what anyone else says. But yeah, Season 4 Guilty Gear Strive is shaping up to be insane. My only disappointment is that I don't have Aerials playable, but I think I've come to terms with that already. Aerials is never going to be playable. I'm just done asking for that, especially now. We're on Season 4. It may be the last thing we're going to see from Guilty Gear Strive. Who knows? It's gonna be the last season pass. You know, we don't know. But yeah. So the recap: we have Dizzy, Venom, Dizzy, Venom, Unika, and Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Holy shit! You know, if you wanted to be technical about it, Unika was like introduced in Guilty Gear Dual Rules, which is an anime. So if you want to be technical about it, you have 2 anime characters on this season pass. Absolutely insane.